do it. Let's debate. Mass debate with Tej. Hello and welcome to Mass Debate with Tej. I'm Tej, your host this evening, and this is Thomas. Say hi, Thomas.
Hello.
My trusted sidekick. So, on the show this evening, we are going to be challenging 3 comedians to debate life's hot topics. And after 5 rounds, we'll see who succeeds in becoming my top mass debater. Hi, Thomas. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you very much. Something you won't know is that I have to film this in the laundry room, and my flatmate has just done his laundry, so now this room smells of damp washing as well. So that's a lovely way to start the show.
Yeah, really in the mood there.
Cool.
So,
who have we got on the show, Tej?
Who have we got on the show today? Yes. So we have, keeping us all entertained through lockdown with his comedy videos, we've got the one and only Josh Pugh. Woo!
Hi, guys.
And a lot of us have been struggling to get to the hairdressers, but not our second contestant. She went all G.I. Jane at the beginning of lockdown. It's the one and only Stephanie Lang.
Hey, I'm a very sick little boy.
And last but not least, we've got our maths teacher turned comedian and poet. It's the one and only Jay Sandhu.
Oh.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Good.
All right.
All right, man.
Are you ready to masturbate with me?
It's all I want to do.
I've been practicing all day.
Wow. I can't wait. I'm blown away at this point if you've been practicing. Right, so let's get to it. Thomas, please tell us what's round 1.
Round 1 is Topic Thunder. And we thought it would be prudent to go in heavy for the opening topic and cause as much controversy and stir as we could. So the first topic is debating. So, Tej, who are you going to get to do the debating about debating?
Right, so for round 1, we are going to have Josh debating against debating. You're going to tell us why, but not too much detail, why this show shouldn't be happening and why we should not be debating. Thomas, you ready with the timer?
Okay, yeah. So, Josh, you've got 1 minute. So I will keep time, and then I will let you know when your minute is up. So I would just advise talking until you hear me telling you to stop. I'm ready?
Yeah.
Josh, you ready? You got 1 minute. Ready, steady? Let's mass debate.
So debating, it's pointless because it's no one's ever listening. Everyone's kind of waiting for their turn to speak. Even as I'm doing this now, Jay and Steph are thinking, I wonder what I'm going to say when it's my turn. I also don't like debating. It's quite there's quite a nerdy element to it, I think. You know, when I think of debating, I think of kind of like a Glee Club, American style debate team. And it's always kind of an in for an awkward guy to chat to a woman he likes. I think people end up debating for the wrong reasons. You know, and I don't think people actually want to come to a conclusion. They're not willing to have their point of view changed. It's just an opportunity for them to promote themselves and promote their ideas. And you can find out more on my Twitter, which is @JoshPughComic. And also on my Instagram, where I kind of go into more detail on it. I like debates sometimes, but I've never had my opinion changed from the debate, so ultimately it's futile.
You can stop.
I'm not sure if that last word counts, but well done, Josh. That was a great reason why we shouldn't debate, although you're on a debate show debating about not debating, so I'm not sure how credible that was. Next up, we have Jay. Jay, you're going to tell us why you used to be a maths teacher. I'm sure there was a lot of debating going on in your vicinity, or including you. So you should be a pro, basically. Tell us why we need debating in our life. Thomas, you ready with the timer?
Always.
Jay, you ready?
Got 1 minute. Good to go.
Ready, steady, let's masturbate.
Right, so debating, I think, is the only civilized way to try and get morons to understand your point of view. Now, I don't know if anyone's been aware, over the last year, there's been a couple of things that have needed debating because people don't don't shout. People shout, not talk. So through a civilized debate, I feel like we can get our points across and hopefully change the minds of some more receptive people, unless they are unbelievable morons, in which then you choose to debate with yourself.
Right.
That's it. I've got nothing. I feel like I don't know what happened at the end there, but yeah, that's it. I'm there. Fuck it. There you go.
You've got 10 seconds if you want to promote Twitter or your other handles.
At Sandy Wrights.
Time.
That was horseshit, wasn't it? Never mind.
Wow. So Jay was debating, but just stopped to debating about debating.
Yeah, because yep.
Okay. You also just called debaters morons, basically. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, considering you're on my show about debating and you're calling us morons. So I'm going to deduct a point for that. So, bro, you are in minus figures already. And I like Josh's point. It's really self-involved. Nobody's listening. I like that. I feel like I can relate to that. So
I missed that, Tej, completely.
I said I like Josh's point, and he called us nerdy. I prefer nerdy to morons. What do you think, Thomas?
Yeah, I thought nerdy was a good shout. I liked how he said debating was for nerdy people and agreed to come on a debating show still. So that says a lot about it. And I also enjoyed how Jay just stopped debating for pro-debating, almost arguing against it by not debating. So it was quite a good debate, I thought. It was a good start.
It was a nice warm-up round, I reckon. I think they've got the feel for it now. They're getting warmed up, but I feel like that round goes to Josh Pugh.
Woo. Seriously, you mean mine wasn't? Fine, whatever.
Sorry, what was that?
Fight.
Was that moron talking? Sorry, what? Thomas, let's get straight to it. Round 2.
Round two is a musical round. Now you're going to watch a delightful video. So pay attention, the question will follow. I apologize in advance for this video.
Why do we bother eating that food? It tastes so good, but it comes out in the loo. Why do we bother eating that food? It tastes so good, but it comes out in the loo. Sometimes we make a mistake. We don't quite make it, it comes out in our pants. You make one mistake many times, and people won't let you live it down. Hey man, remember that time you shit yourself as a fully grown man. Now I'm covered from the waist down, and now I'm covered from the waist down. Why do we bother eating that food? Why do we bother eating that food? Why?
So that was professional vocal bobber Krusty Wicks, and by no means a man who's recently got divorced having a breakdown in his bathroom. Singing about how sometimes we eat food and it doesn't always agree with us, and we suffer those consequences many times in my case. So the topic for this round is shopping topless.
Totally related.
Who's debating with you, Tej?
So for this round, I am going to choose Steph to tell us why we don't want to see people's nipples while we are shopping around Tesco. You will be debating against shopping topless, Steph.
Oh no, that's completely against my beliefs, but I'll do it. Okay.
Ready with the timer, Thomas?
Yes, I am.
Right, you've got 1 minute, Steph. Ready, steady, let's masturbate.
I don't think I'm clever enough for this show because I didn't realize until the opening thing that what the pun was, even though I'm a huge fan of wanking. People probably shouldn't get their tits out in a supermarket because we're supposed to be maintaining social distancing, right? But we're also all, I would imagine, like me, massively horny. So I don't think now is a good time for us to be trying to look enticing in public. I think we all need to try to publicly be just sexless blobs, if possible. And I feel like I am this is such a cry for help, easy at the moment. But if I saw even the most unattractive elderly man in public with showing a bit of nip, I would make a move on that man, and then I'd probably give him coronavirus and kill him, and that's probably a negative.
Time.
Thanks. Good. I'm glad it's over.
Thank you for that, Steph. I feel like that's very valid points there. Next up, to argue for shopping topless, a man who I think enjoys going around Sainsbury's topless. That's Josh Pugh. Josh Pugh, you ready? Thomas, you ready with the timer?
Always.
Josh Pugh, you've got 1 minute to tell us why you love shopping topless. Ready, steady, let's masturbate.
See, when you first said shopping topless, I'm interested that you've gone to groceries, because to me, I've instantly gone shopping more, clothes shopping, because that's the benefit of shopping topless is you buy something and you put it on, but then you're no longer topless, so you have to take it off, and you're then carrying something. But the main benefit for me is just practicality. It gets respect. People get out your way. And it's like, I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I want to return something. You haven't got a receipt. We ain't bothered. Just get him out of here, give him his money back. Do you know what I mean? And if it comes to it, you get your trousers off as well. And it's quite simple, really. I wouldn't go gross. I'd go kind of like clothes shopping, groceries maybe, but also for big items like a kitchen. I'd buy a kit. I'd go to Moban, sit down with a planner, be topless, and be like, "This is what I want. This is what I want in my house." They were like, "Can this guy afford it? He's not even. He's not even a T."
Wow, Josh, I really enjoyed how you thought about all the different types of shopping there are, and how shopping topless could be pros and cons. Mainly pros, obviously, in your case, and it sounds like you do it quite often. Is that something you like to do?
Well, it would stop you, really. Do you know what I mean? Would you approach? I don't think I'd approach somebody if I was a security guard on like £9 an hour. I'm not sure I'm approaching somebody and saying, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like approaching. It's more about like seeing people topless in the supermarket and just being put off your shop. Thomas, what do you think?
That's a you problem, isn't it? If you're not, if you can't deal with that, that's kind of your issue. Yeah. People are going to do what they're going to do.
If you're so uptight, Ted, that you can't handle.
I don't want to get my tits out. It's my problem. I get it. Thomas, what do you think?
I think Steph made a good point about people being horny while they're shopping. It could ruin your shop. You just end up buying loads of phallic objects. And what can you make with loads of carrots and parsnips? Not a lot. I like Josh's idea of shopping and causing fear on people, because like you've got no top on, people are going to be afraid. I think I'm afraid of it. And
just intimidating people into getting your way.
I'm sorry I had to interrupt the kitchen story though, because I wanted to see where that was going. Did you get if you've got no top on, surely they're going to give you no tops for your kitchen either, and you'll just have cabinets with, I don't know where I'm going with that. Who wants it?
Although Josh had loads of points, I feel like he disrespected the Queen, and the sexless blobs was great imagery from Steph. So Steph gets the point. And that is the end of round 2. Round 3, tell us about it, Thomas.
Round 3 is 2's a debate, 3's a crowd. Now this round's a little bit special because we're going to give you a topic and then we're going to give you 3 random words. And if you can get those words in a coherent sentence and use them for their correct meaning, you'll get a bonus point for each word and a bonus point if you get all three of them. So there's potentially a lot of points up to grab here. The topic doesn't need an introduction because I've already spoke long enough. So it is shaving your hair off.
In no
Tej,
way related
who's
to
going to debate with you? For you?
For me. So round 3, shaving your head off. I think. Don't ask me why, but I think Steph would have really good arguments for shaving your head off.
My head, my whole head.
Maybe not your head, just the hair.
From
I think
here.
she stopped when she got to the hair and thought, right, hair's enough. So, Steph, are you ready? Thomas, you ready with the timer?
Yes, I'll also tell you the 3 words that
Yes,
you can
please.
fit
Go
in for
in every
bonus points. And they are flagellation, trifle, and unicorn.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we prefer the correct meaning for each word and, in a coherent sentence. I'm ready with the timer.
Steph, you are going to debate why we should all be shaving our hair off. Are you ready? Ready,
Yep.
steady? Let's masturbate.
So one of the funnest things about shaving your hair off is that you can do it in various styles as you go down. So you can do start off shaving just the middle at the top for a monk. You can shave everything but a spike here and look like a unicorn. It's also good because I feel like I've been quite hard on myself in my life. I've done a lot of self-flagellation, and it's been a really good way for me to embrace my face, because I think I used to hide behind my hair, but now I'm like, no, this is just what my face looks like. Deal with it. And also, it's good because if you have been eating too much trifle in lockdown and putting on loads of weight, then you can lose a bit of weight in follicles, because this is some weighty shit up here. I am light as a feather now, and it's very low maintenance. And I think I hope I'm Sinead O'Connor rather than what's
Stop.
Brittany.
Stop.
At the beginning, it's hard to get going, and then they just can't stop themselves. I love it. That's
Wild.
masturbating with Tej. So that was great, Steph. We will come back to you at the end after Jay has told us why we should not shave our hair off, because he seems to be growing a bit of a beaver on his chin, probably doesn't own any trimmers to be shaving. So there you go. I've given him a point already. Thomas, you ready with the timer?
Always.
Am I using these same words?
Yeah, the same word to you.
Right.
We thought we'd make it fair.
Okay.
Jay, you've got 1 minute. Ready, steady? Let's masturbate.
Right, now, as you can see, this started out as a unable to get to the barbers thing, but I have become quite attached to it, partly because it hides more of my face, which I'm not a fan of. And I think if we're all shaving our heads, there are certain people in this world that need their face hiding, and the hair can be used to hide more faces. And the other advantage that I've had in the last couple of months, this is basically like wearing a scarf. So I can go out in the snow and my face is warm, it's toasty. And I look after this, it's shampooed, it's conditioned, it's soft. So when I'm doing that, I'm looking wise. And I just feel like most people with more hair could do more things. I mean, Medusa, Samson, all hair-based powers there. If they were all gone, we'd have less stories. Like, Josh, I mean, I'm not aware of what your superpowers are, but I'm...
Horrible, isn't it?
Do you know what? Do you know what? I completely forgot about the 3 words, but never mind.
We noticed.
I got carried away.
Well done. Oh, do you know what? That's what it's all about. Getting carried away, masturbating. So you're right on the money there. Right, guys, that was brilliant. Steph, you are so amazing. Have you thought about writing kids' stories?
I've been told I should perform for children more often. It definitely suits my vibe.
Beautiful. You got the unicorn in there. You got self-flagellation. I like that. You turned it around to yourself. And I love a bit of trifle, and you got that in there. I love it. Jay, I sound like I'm just hating on you on this show, and I'm not. I promise I'm not. But you were just talking about your beard and not the hair on your head. But then I guess I didn't quite clarify this. It just said shaving your hair off, didn't we?
His face is flat of a head.
Thomas, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I thought it was good. I think Steph made a good point about styles. Whenever I shave my beard, I always do styles on the way down, just to see how I'll look. I can't help it. It takes a 5-minute job, takes about 3/4 of an hour, especially if I'm taking photos. Jay had some good points. Yeah, he could have done more. Must try harder, as you would say.
As Jay would say in his own words.
Yeah, I mean, I like the donation idea of donating like the hair. I think, yeah. I
like his honesty. He was just saying, do you know what, people, you need to just hide your faces.
Yeah.
I also would have gone down the route of having a beard means you could save food in it for later. So that could have been a pro for not shaving your hair off.
Well, Jay, yours looks absolutely beautiful, so I'm going to give you a point for that.
Back to zero, yes.
Steph, I think you are this round's winner because you got all the words in and you look beautiful.
Thanks. Suck it, dickheads.
Wow. I'm not only been ripped on, I've also been told I don't look beautiful, so that's why I haven't got points as well. Thanks. Brilliant.
You've got a beautiful beard. You can cry after the show. Just enjoy the masturbate, okay? Thomas, that's the end of round 3. Tell us about round 4.
Round 4 is video killed the topic star. I don't know who's coming up with these, but they're nailing them. So again, we're going to put you through another video and then a question will follow. So I say, enjoy yourselves.
Dialing Francis. Hello? Hello, Francis? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Sunita.
Hello, Francis. Hello.
Hello, Sunita. Did you make it okay?
Yes, the weather is so nice here.
The weather's nice here as well.
Okay, make sure you put heating on, okay? Don't be stingy.
Don't need the heating. Went to watch the football with the lads. Plenty warm, plenty warm.
Yes, I had a food on the flight. It was so kharab. Oh, and you know that Haris Kaka, my Kaka that lives here, you know him. He's died.
Sounds like the food was nice on the plane.
Make sure you eat the food I left in the deep freeze, okay?
In the freezer, Sunita.
There's keema in the cardo tub. There is butternut shack in the Vitalite tub.
Where's the korma?
There's chana masala in the flora tub. And I think I left
Where's the korma, Sunita?
The Renkan butternut shack is in the biopot yogurt tub, okay? Warm it up properly in the microwave, okay? Only 3 minutes. Okay, bye.
Sunita. Oh, which tub's the korma in, Sunita?
Okay, first of all, I can't hear these, so they feel a lot longer than they did when we made them.
Oh, it was long enough, yes.
It feels so much longer when you can't hear it. That was the nation's favourite old couple, Sunita and Francis, separated by miles and miles, but all brought together by the power of food. Now you will notice how impeccably polite Francis was and how massively rude Sunita is. So the topic for the next debate is manners. That's politeness, not the buildings. For those who can't spell. Tej, who's debating for you?
Thank you, Thomas. So for this one, I'm going to have Josh. Josh, you are going to be debating against manners and politeness. And please and thank you. You're going to tell us why we do not need it in society. Thomas, you ready with the timer?
Always.
Josh, you ready? You've got 1 minute. Ready, steady, let's masturbate.
Manners are just a waste of time. They just take up. It's just pointless words. I think we should just do what they do on the TV shows. Don't even say hello on the phone. Don't even say goodbye. Just put it down when you finish what you got to say. When you hold a door for somebody, why do you need a thank you? You're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. I don't need, I don't need validation. I don't need thanks from these things. I do it because I'm the good person. Do you know what I mean? If I donate money to charity, which I often do, I don't get do I get a thanks off the charity? No. But does it stop me? No, because it's the right thing to do. That should be it in enough. That should be it. You don't do it for thank yous and pleases. You do it because it's the right thing to do. And if you take semantics and language out of it, the act of doing the right thing is still there, which maybe in itself is manners. And I've kind of defunct my whole argument, really. But what I'm saying is, don't bother saying please and thank you. You want something, have it. You've paid money for it. Why are you thanking the person behind the thing?
Thank you very much, Josh. You're getting very passionate there. I really enjoyed that. And we're going to go straight to Jay. Jay, tell us why we do need manners in society. Thomas, you ready with this timer?
Always.
Jay, you've got 1 minute. Ready, steady. Let's mass debate.
First of all, I feel like we all need validation because we are comedians. It is the reason we do what we're doing. And I feel like if we could guarantee a laugh by saying please and thank you on stage, we would all do it every single time. Right? And also, I know one of you have grown up in an Asian household, but have you tried to spend an evening in an Asian household or talking to an auntie? Now, they are not always related to you. They're just an old person, without saying please and thank you, because if you don't, this is what happens to you multiple times around your head, you can try run away, but these aunties get quick. They're like Usain Bolt chasing after you. So I feel like the manners are there to improve society and give us the validation, or they've been beaten into me. But either way, I feel like they're a good thing. Along with that, being a teacher, there's nothing more infuriating.
Well done for talking for a whole minute.
I know, I made it. I'm getting there.
These guys are getting so into it. I love it. And also, I was really, I wanted to know what your point was. Oh, can you finish? Yeah, he's going to finish it. Tell us what your point was. Go on, quick.
So when you have a really annoying, rude child that is swearing at you, and then they ask you to leave the room, there's nothing greater than say, can you please say that with some manners? Because the anger that then builds in the child even more is one of the best things to do as a teacher.
I like it. I like that. So just kill them with kindness is your
one.
Are we going to give Josh 10 more seconds as well? Because that's cheating.
That was just my 10 seconds from the first round, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. All right.
I liked his argument, I have to say. So this topic is particularly poignant with me, which also goes against everything that Jay was talking about, because I've grown up in a Gujarati family, and in Gujarati there isn't even a word for please. There's barely even a word for thank you, and that's really formal, and you're really weird if you say that. So I kind of wanted to speaking Gujarati, growing up speaking Gujarati in the house, and then speaking English at school and with friends, it was like really easy to forget to say please and things like that, and then just got people's backs up. So I really enjoyed this debate for and against, and also swapping it around from the cultural aspect, because I know the British love their P's and Q's, don't they? And whereas my mum, as Josh, it's like Josh knows my mum. She doesn't say hello when she picks up the phone. She does not even say bye and let you know when she's going. But she doesn't mean to be rude. Do you know what I mean? So I found this round very interesting, and hopefully raise some awareness that Asian people, just don't listen to what Jay said, because it's not true. Even though Asian people come across really rude, it might be because it's not in their culture and in their language to be polite. So for that reason, Josh wins, because I'm the quiz queen and I make the rules. But Jay does get a point. for getting his slipper off. I like that. Is that your slipper, Jay?
Yeah, it's my slipper.
Oh, I like your granddad's slippers. Kept them a
Yeah.
secret. Look, he's all cool
Easy.
from the head down.
Oh,
Retro
yeah,
gear, and
just-
then he's got those granddad slippers on it.
Yep.
Thomas,
Pajama
what
bottoms
do you
and
think?
everything.
I think, yeah, it's fair points. Anyone that brings a prop to a debate is always going to look good. I liked how Josh used the opportunity to plug that he was a good man by donating to charity.
Yeah, that's not even true.
But I mean, he did that by saying he shouldn't get any
yeah, I know.
praise for it.
I liked it. It was
You know what, Thomas? You know, I didn't even know what this debate show was, really. Ted sent me the message saying, will I do it? And I just saw the letters NHS in it. And I was like, well, I've got to say yes. Do you know what I mean? I can't say no to the NHS. And it could have been anything.
It is anything. That's a problem.
Absolutely anything.
Yeah. I think you've made your mind up, so I can't add anything to change it because you're in charge. So
This is
well
very
done.
true. I'm glad.
I mean,
See?
I feel like Thomas wants to give me another point, is what I'm hearing there.
Hey, if it was me, scores would be vastly different.
Oh. And it
Sorry,
is
Ted.
not. It's called Masturbate with Tej, so we don't care. Now we are through end of round 4 and the beginning of round 5. Thomas, tell us about round 5.
Round 5 is Tej is wrong. Right. So the last question is the opportunity for someone to masturbate with the Queen herself, Tej. Now, Tej feels strongly about a lot of things, and this is going to give you the chance to argue with her about what she feels strongly about. And there's lots of points up for grabs here, because it's a sliding scale from 0 to 5, depending on how well you convince her. We're going to go with the loser and give them a chance to gain some points and run to victory. So currently,
I wonder who that is.
well, the suspense is going to build. I mean, if you can bring more props, he's in for a win. So it's Jay that's going to debate against you, Tej.
Surprise.
Tej told me that something she feels really strongly about is magicians. So, Tej, you have as long as you want, because it's your show and you can do whatever you want, to tell us why you hate magicians so much. And then Jay is going to counter-argue you. Ready, steady, masturbate.
Thank you, Thomas. And just to point out, if Jay didn't want to be last, he could have put more words in the words round. Okay, anyway, moving on. I don't know where this dislike grew from, right? But I definitely feel that magicians are kids that just never grew out of their Christmas present from when they were like 10. There's a certain annoyance about someone thinking that they're really smart and getting one over you and calling it magic. No, it's not magic, okay? You're tricking me to give yourself a power trip. Like, why would that be fun for me when you're trying to entertain me? And then when you're sitting in a restaurant and you're having a nice meal and with family and a magician comes over. I didn't come to a restaurant to talk to a magician. Like, I'm not 5. I don't want you to take my £20 note and vandalize it. That's not why I came to this restaurant. Just get a real job and stop ruining everyone's evening. And on TV, you know, when they like pretend to levitate. No, well, you're obviously not levitating. And then you've got all those people, you know, those people that go, oh, no, he's levitating. No, he isn't levitating, okay? He's just pretending and you're playing along. It's kind of like a weird wrestling where we know it's acting, but we really want him to bash his head in, but we know it's acting, but we still really support it. I don't really get it. Why do we still like watch it? I don't understand why people watch it and why people love it. And it's weird. It's like they're tricking people and they're getting a power trip and it's not real and they just need to get a real job. And that's why I feel really, I don't know if you can tell, I feel really strongly about not liking magicians. That's me.
Good. Jay, are you ready to take that on?
I was born ready. He
In
says,
1
when
minute
ready.
or less. Ready?
Bring it.
Mhm.
Have you already taken your slipper off? Ready or?
No, I've got another prop, but it's
Oh,
fine.
okay, brilliant.
If
Ready?
it's a bloody wand, we're taking you off the show.
I mean, I wasn't able to run upstairs to get it, but it would have been otherwise.
Ready?
I think I telepathically knew this at the beginning of the show, and this is why you've been hated on since. But yeah, go for it.
Ready?
Thomas, up to you.
Ready, steady, masturbate.
So, first of all, I would like to address the point that Tej was making about not being a 5-year-old whilst wearing a tiara holding a rattle. But I feel like that is a thing that we won't get into. Now, I feel as though you're not taking in the wider context of magicians here, because you've talked about some that I'm assuming is your David Blaine style ones, but I think you're also forgetting about, where is it? The great magicians, like Dumbledore, like Gandalf, like Neville, and I feel like the power that is within these magicians should be enough to be like, if there was no Dumbledore, what is it? If there was no Gandalf, what if there was no Neville in the whole series? It would have been shit. And on top of that, I feel like, again, you attacking people for getting real jobs. I'm saying, feel the room is all I'm gonna say. And along, I had a nice point. I didn't realize I got timed.
Ted,
Didn't realize.
Are you going to let him say that last point?
Hell no.
Brilliant.
Oh dear. Thomas, obviously we know who was the better debater there. That's not even up in question. But am I going to say what I think, or are you going to say what you think, Thomas?
Well, I've got some points. It was a brave move by Jay to rip you straight away, bearing in mind he literally came on screen and lost a point earlier. So to go full force. What I particularly enjoyed was as well how he ripped you for being a 5-year-old, and then his next point was Harry Potter and talking about made-up kids magicians.
Hey, they're not kids magicians; they're just magicians or wizards.
Wizards. So yeah, I mean, it was a strong debate though. I mean, for Jay, he kept talking, so that should be worth it. Right.
Do you know what? Can I ask for this round, Josh? What are your views?
You know what? I think they mean well, magicians. I think it says, you know, I think you're taking it quite personally, Tej, like they're trying to trick you and make you look foolish. I think they're just trying to. I think they're just trying to have a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's quite a cool thing to hate. It's quite a cool thing to hate on magicians.
But fun.
Yeah, just let them get on with it. Do you know what I mean? If they want to spend 12 hours a week in their bedroom shuffling cards, then let them.
Do you know what? That's I completely agree with that. Just don't do it around me, and don't be on my TV screen, which means I have to turn it over, which is fine. I will do that. But I agree. Do you know what? I agree with you, Josh. It's a shame me and you weren't debating this, really. I think you would have persuaded me a bit more.
I think the I don't know. I also quite like the I'm with you on the illusionists. I don't like the illusionists. You know, like they're making like a plane disappear. I think that's just ridiculous.
But what if they are? What if they are?
That's what scares me, Jay.
But are they?
But what if they are?
Jay, are you levitating right now and we don't even know it?
100%. I am. Look where I am. I am upside down, looking at my ceiling right now. So.
Wow. And your phone corrected your.
I actually think our brave nurses are the real magicians at the moment.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's also a way to try and get points, neither of the nurses. So
Josh is like, do I get extra points for mentioning the NHS and nurses? Yes, you do, Josh. You can have an extra point for that. And Steph, what is your view on magicians?
I think we should clap for the magicians. I obviously, being a comedian, I know quite a lot of magicians,
Do you?
Yeah, and quite a big proportion of them are really creepy guys. So if someone says they're a magician, I'm a bit like, oh, let's not, go to the supermarket together, because you know what I'm like when I go there.
Topless.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I like watching magic, but I definitely don't really want to hang out with magicians afterwards, because they're a bit,
Have you ever been a magician's assistant?
No, that would be cool. There is one magician I have a massive crush on. I'd let him saw me in half.
Who's that? We need to know now.
I don't want to say, he's not going to watch, is he? It's this Swedish guy, Charlie Caper. He's really good.
Is it because he's good, or is he just hot?
Both, yeah.
So you see his magic and you're like, wow.
Yeah, it's
You
a
don't
heady
think-
mix.
What a tosser. You don't think that, no?
No.
No. Fine. So, Jay, you went off on a tangent to TV fictional characters, I feel.
Magicians.
TV fictional character magicians who have never approached me in a restaurant or ever levitated.
They're dealing with end of the world level stuff. They're not dealing with you at Nando's. Like they've got bigger things to deal with.
Right. Okay. Well, do you know what? For having some points, like, because I actually completely agree with you. I like Gandalf and Dumbledore and Neville, just Neville, not any of the other ones, not even Harry Potter.
100%. I hate Harry Potter, but Neville's the one.
Oh, okay. That's another debate for another time. I will give you 3 points because I think you felt strongly about it and I like it. So you kind of brought me around on that side, and Josh has kind of brought me around a little bit because, okay, fine, make a living, just don't do it in my face. And
I
that,
don't want to make a living. I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying, Josh?
I'm saying have it as a hobby. It's harmless, but yeah, I don't want to make a living. I think it's the objective, you have to do the thought of a magician doing a tax return is just insane.
He'd just fit a little, wouldn't he? With magic. I don't hate on magic. I just hate on people that trying to convince me they're doing it and they're not.
It's what actually Tej, you're not liking there is the intrusion of it. It's being entertained on. You want to be entertained on your terms. That's what you want. You're not. It's the intrusion element of it.
I think I don't. Yeah, I don't want to pick a card. Like I don't care about your cards.
Is it, Ted? Is it because you don't know how they do it? Is that what annoys you the most? You're like sat there going, how did they do that?
No, but I don't even get that far. I'm like, I don't care. Like, why are you doing this? Because we know it wasn't real and it was all you doing something, trying to be clever. I just don't even get to the point of how did they do it? Because it's like, well, we know they did it somehow. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't magic.
No, it's not. It's not magic. It's a trick, isn't it? My problem with it, it's one trick. Everything it's one trick. You choose. I've pushed a certain thing on you, and then I've done something to reveal this. Whether I reveal it on the top of the deck, or I reveal it in my top pocket, or we open a fortune cookie and it's inside, it's all the same trick, isn't it?
It's almost like a comedian stand-up set, isn't it? Like you take them one way, and then with misdirection, you take them the other way, and then surprise them at the end.
I don't know. I'm not a smug vendor at the end. They're so smug as well. Like, I got £1 from your ear. Well, give me more, obviously, if that was the case. Like, no. Thomas, did we ask you what you think about magic? Oh, no, not even magic. Sorry. See, like so easily going down the wrong line. It's magicians. Go for it, Thomas.
I'm just enjoying how this has turned into a big long debate out of the 1 minute / an interrogation of Tej of why she hates magicians. So at one point I thought we were going to have to rename the show, just interrogate Tej. Maybe that could be a segment. I think everyone summed it up.
Do you like magicians?
I don't dare say anything just in case I upset someone.
That's a yes.
Correct.
I think Jay made a good point. I don't like not knowing. That's what winds me up. So, like, how do they do it? That's what's annoying.
I think
Magic.
this is. I think this is about your. I don't want to say the word ego, but it's about,
you've said
you know,
it. But you've
you
said
need
it.
to accept that these people have put a lot of
Thomas,
work
can we
in
take a
and
point
a
away
lot of
from Josh,
practice.
please? Thank you.
You know what I mean? They put a lot of work in, and it's a real. It is a skill what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've absolutely put their time into the wrong thing. Don't get me wrong, but
They're wasting their lives, definitely.
It's no reflection on you that you don't know. They're not trying to make you feel stupid. I think that's on you that you feel that. I don't think that's their intention at all.
And Steph can get an extra point for that sentence. I love that.
I just find it frustrating.
I'm talking about magicians and their power trips, and there's me totally not power tripping here at all.
With your wand in your hand.
I thought it was a rattle.
It's a wand.
It's actually a pen, but I'll let you off. Go on then, Thomas. Sorry, we'll stop interrupting you.
So, you want to know who's won?
Yes, and at the end of round 5 of the show, tell us, who is our winner today, Thomas?
Wow, there was some good debating going on, and I know everyone had their money on Jay winning, but the actual winner is Steph. Tough debating. I think she took it by getting all of those brilliant words in and absolutely ran away with it. But it was very close, apart from Steph, who was miles ahead.
And Thomas, what does Steph win?
Steph, you are the lucky winner of this Masturbate badge, which will come to you in the post. All you need to do is give us your address, £1.98 to cover the postage, and the belief that I will actually post it out to you. And that'll be with you within the next 10 to 14 working days. Congratulations.
Amazing. I'm going to stitch it into my hair.
I would.
Beautiful.
It's still in the wrapper. It's never been opened.
I feel amazing, thank you, Tej. This is the biggest achievement of the last year for me, which is
I'm
true.
glad that we could bring that to you, aren't we, guys?
Incredible.
It's nice that Steph won, because at the start she said she felt like she wasn't smart enough to do this show, and then she came in and battered everyone. So nailed it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done, Steph. Good show. So, guys, if our viewers wanted to see more of you in the land of social media, Josh, tell us, where do we find you?
Just Josh Pugh, comic on everything. Well, Twitter and Instagram.
Brilliant. And Steph, where would we find you?
I am at Stephanie_Lang on Twitter and Stephanie Lang Comedian on Instagram. I really don't use either. There's no point. Just find me in life when that's allowed again.
Yeah. Follow the laughter.
Yeah. Follow the raucous
Absolutely.
laughter, and there I will be.
Just don't go anywhere near her topless, and she'll run away.
Or do. It depends what outcome you want.
Yeah, depends on your mood, really. Just gauge it on your day.
And Jay, if we want to see more from you, where would we find you?
At Sandy Wrights, just everywhere, all forms of the internet. Just type it in and I should pop up there.
Perfect.
I can't point. I don't know how to point. Am I doing that right?
Yeah.
Yes,
No, you got to go the other way. That's reading right to left at the moment.
It's down there somewhere.
Yeah, I like that.
Just do that.
So that concludes our show. If you enjoyed yourself and you want us to be creating more content, then please go to ko-fi.com/mass donate. Thank you so much for joining us, Josh, Steph, and Jay. It's been brilliant. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.